And today it gives me great pleasure to be here amongst you all to hand over some of the most necessary equipment as well as other goods that are needed for any school environment. And you've heard the list that was announced, and I do hope that with the projector in front of you, that can help you in your delivery of lessons. Similarly, the 30 computers that will be given to you can also assist in the teaching and learning process. So again, I would like to actually thank the Korean government for their assistance. They had handed over items worth close to, I would say, $500,000 to the government of Fiji to be given out to the various schools. And we chose the schools based on their remoteness and the fact that some of the schools are in the rural areas and therefore they need assistance. Unlike the schools that we have in the urban areas, most schools in the urban areas is well resourced. And I understand because the parents also contribute towards the education, unlike in the rural areas where parents are struggling. So more reason we need to have all these resources that can assist a child to prepare well. Now, sitting in this classroom, I feel very good in the sense that the ventilation is pretty good, windows on both sides, and I can see 3 fans going on. Now, it's a clear indication that your classroom is ready for the reopening. So, and I hope that most of your classrooms are done in the similar manner, where you have fans and you've got cross ventilation, as I can see. And the number that was announced by the principal is not too many, 176 if I'm right. That many students can be easily accommodated. I don't think there would be any overcrowding, and if there is, then you should be able to manage that well. So as you have heard the announcement that we intend to reopen schools, particularly year 12 and 13, and that would be on 1st of November. And I thank the teachers who have come on board trying to prepare the school for the reopening, as well as preparing the worksheets and the lessons that you are delivering remotely to your students. That is remarkable. I've always been saying that teachers are our COVID warriors. You ensured that the learning continues. The learning is not lost. You kept that momentum going when the situation was really tough. And we do appreciate that. As teachers, you have proven once again that you are part of this noble profession, and your contribution and your care for your student is paramount, and you've proven that. So I truly appreciate that. Now, if you are wondering whether the rest of the classes will resume soon, and my answer to that would be yes. It will be very soon. We're just waiting for 2 things to happen. One is for our vaccination rate to further improve. I think as of today it was around 84.2 or 84.3%. And similarly, if you look at the active cases within the community, the number of active cases is around 2,500, 2,600, depending upon the daily cases that are reported, and of course the recovery rate. So if these 2 numbers one number can go up, which is the vaccination rate, and the other number can come down, which is the recovery rate, we will be in a much better position to get the students in. You also know that next year we're going to have 4 terms. And there is a lot of confusion amongst the parents regarding these 4 terms. And they're wondering what that 4 term would look like, and when would their children move from say year 8 to year 9, or when will their children start year 1. Now, just to make things much simpler and for better understanding, I would like to say that when the schools do reopen, whether it will be end of November or say in January, whenever it will be, that would be your term 4. That would be your term 4. It simply means continuation of this year's work. And I hope that will clarify some of the confusion the parents had. So now if you're asking when will the term 1 start, term 1 will start in April. So that would be your new, absolutely new school year, or you can call it new academic year. And I know parents are always excited. They look forward to back to school sale. So when is back to school sale? Not in December, not in January. That would be in April, March, April. That would be the time where parents would be buying uniforms for their children, because they'll be moving schools, or they'll be moving to different schools. More reason they need new uniforms. So from that perspective, I hope I've clarified the reopening of schools. Regarding enrollment, that's another question that normally concerns parents. When can we go to the school and collect enrollment forms? In my view, the enrollment process should continue. There should be no restriction on that. You can do provisional enrollment, and then finally you can give out letters saying that your child is now accepted in the school. So provisional enrollment process should continue without any restriction. Now let me come to the 4th point. The 4th point is school maintenance and upkeep of the classroom and the facilities. Now you can see gone are the days when the schools had to fundraise. The schools had to struggle. The school management team used to struggle. The community that looks after the school, they also had to struggle in terms of collecting money to upkeep their school, and at the same time pay for the teachers. There were lots of grant-in-aid teachers at one time. But those days are over, where teachers don't even have to worry about their salary. And I recall there was a time when we used to have grant-in-aid teachers. The teachers were not even paid in a timely manner, because it all depended on the finances collected by school. So if the finances were collected, then the teachers would be paid. And similarly, based on the finances, then the schools will be repaired, then the materials will be bought for the library or for PMAC or for any other subject area. But you see, a lot of changes has come in, and the government strongly believes in investing in our future. And who is our future? It's our children. And for this reason, the government is giving this free education grant, which needs to go towards the upkeep of the facility, as well as in ensuring that the teaching and learning is taking place in the best environment. Right. So there should be no excuse in terms of unkept classroom or tall grasses growing in the compound. There's no reason for that. And it's good to see that this school is looking very neat and tidy, and I hope that you maintain the way you have kept this school. Because then only we can come with more items that you may need to keep your school going. Right, so once again, I want to acknowledge and thank the Korean government for their kind assistance. It is only through our collaboration and our strong partnership that has led for the donors to donate several items for various schools. And finally, I just want to thank the principal, the head teacher, the teachers sitting in front of me, the school management team, for all the good work that you have been doing. Do note, it is a thankless task sometimes for the work that you do, but believe me, I know that you have done great work, and please continue working hard. Thank you very much. Pinaka.